Chosen ones. If you are God's chosen ones, never reveal these 5 things to anyone. There are sacred things meant only for you, secrets that are so powerful they shape the very path you walk. But with this power comes a warning. If these things are shared carelessly, they could weaken your spiritual armor. They could diminish your spiritual power, cause unforeseen delays in your blessings, or even divert you from your divine purpose altogether. The path of a chosen one is not an easy one. You are set apart, favored, and uniquely called by God. But as you rise in spiritual strength, the forces of the world, both seen and unseen, may try to pull you away from your mission. Some of those forces may come disguised as close friends, family, or even well-meaning advice. But understand this: not everyone is meant to understand your journey, and not everything is meant to be shared. Today, I'm here to reveal the 5 things you must never, under any circumstances, share with anyone, no matter how close or trusted they may seem. These are the things that God has entrusted to you for a reason. They are the keys to your protection, your growth, and the unlocking of your highest potential. Guard these secrets as part of your spiritual armor, for in doing so, you protect your purpose, your blessings, and your connection to the divine. Before we dive into these 5 sacred things that every chosen one must protect, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Chosen Wisdom, and spread this divine wisdom with others. Show your commitment to your spiritual journey by liking this video and dropping a comment that says, "I am chose." Just comment, "I am chosen," and I'll personally like your comment as a sign of divine recognition, affirming your place among the chosen ones. Now that you've subscribed, let's dive into the 5 things you must guard with your soul. As a chosen one, the weight of your calling is great, but so is the reward. By keeping these sacred truths hidden, you not only protect your own soul, but you also ensure that you remain aligned with the highest path God has chosen for you. 1. Your future plans, dreams, and vision. Chosen ones, your future plans, dreams, and vision are not just random thoughts or desires. They are divinely inspired. These are whispers from God, calling you towards your unique mission on this earth. But remember, your vision is a seed, and like any seed, it must be planted in fertile soil and protected from harsh elements. Sharing your dreams too soon can expose them to negativity, doubt, and envy, which can stunt their growth or even derail your path entirely. Proverbs 21:5 reminds us, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." This verse teaches us the importance of patience and discernment when it comes to revealing our plans. If we act hastily by sharing too much too soon, we risk inviting negativity into our process, which can cause confusion or doubt. In the Bible, we see examples of individuals who were given divine visions, but had to guard them closely until the appointed time. Joseph, for instance, was given dreams that foretold his future greatness and his rise to power. However, in his youthful enthusiasm, he shared those dreams with his brothers, and what happened? They became jealous and sought to destroy him, selling him into slavery. Genesis 37:5-28 tells us that sharing his vision prematurely led to great suffering. Although God's plan eventually unfolded in Joseph's life, it came after a long and painful journey, a path that might have been smoother if he had kept his dreams to himself. This story serves as a powerful reminder for us today. Even though Joseph was chosen, his journey was made more difficult by revealing his vision to those who did not understand or support it. Sometimes, the people closest to us, family, friends, or colleagues, are not ready to hear what God has planted in our hearts. Their skepticism or jealousy can create obstacles or delays. Matthew 7:6 also teaches us a similar principle, saying, "Do not give dogs what is holy, and do not throw your pearls before pigs, lest they trample them underfoot and turn to attack you." This is a profound spiritual warning. Your future plans and visions are pearls, treasures given to you by God. To reveal them to people who do not honor or respect their value is to risk having them trampled and disrespected. Think about how Jesus himself conducted his ministry. He often withdrew to quiet places to pray and reflect, guarding his divine purpose until the time came for it to be revealed. Jesus didn't rush to explain everything to everyone. He moved with divine timing, revealing his full mission gradually to those who were ready to receive it. Luke 5:16 says, "But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed." This shows the importance of protecting your vision by spending time in prayer, seeking God's direction, and waiting for his perfect timing. As chosen ones, we must adopt this same discernment. There is a time and place for everything. Ecclesiastes 3:1 tells us, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven." The time to share your vision will come, but until then, guard it with all your might. Protect it in the secret place of prayer, where it can grow strong, nourished by your faith and God's guidance. These examples show us that waiting in silence while God prepares the path is often the wisest course. Your dreams, chosen one, are sacred. They are not for everyone to understand or critique. By sharing them too soon, you could invite misunderstanding or even sabotage. 2. Your divine struggles. Chosen ones, the struggles you face are not just ordinary challenges. They are divine tests and spiritual battles designed to refine you, shape you, and draw you closer to God's purpose for your life. These struggles are sacred because they prepare you for the higher calling that God has placed on your life. However, these trials are also incredibly personal and intimate, and revealing them to the wrong people can cause unnecessary confusion, judgment, or even derail your progress. The Bible shows us time and time again that those chosen by God often endure great suffering before they experience victory. Look at Job, who went through unimaginable trials, losing his family, his wealth, and his health, all because Satan wanted to test his faith. Yet, despite all this, Job refused to curse God and remained steadfast. He didn't go around complaining to everyone or seeking validation from others. Instead, he engaged directly with God, even in his deepest pain. In the end, his faith was rewarded, and he was blessed even more than before. Job 1:21-22 says, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." The story of Job reminds us that our struggles as chosen ones are not just random suffering, they are part of a divine process. God allows these struggles to test and strengthen us for the greater mission ahead. However, sharing every detail of these struggles with others can sometimes diminish their power. Why? Because not everyone will understand your journey. They may criticize your path, misunderstand your pain, or offer advice that is not aligned with God's plan for you. Matthew 26:38-39 gives us a glimpse into one of Jesus' most intimate moments of divine struggle, the night before his crucifixion in the Garden of Gethsemane. Jesus said, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me." Even Jesus, in his most vulnerable moment, didn't share his divine struggle with just anyone. He chose his closest disciples, those who would stay and pray with him. Yet, he still withdrew alone to speak to God about his pain, saying, "My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me. Yet, not as I will, but as you will." This moment shows us that even though we may want support, our deepest struggles must be taken to God in private prayer. Why should you keep your divine struggles private? People may misunderstand. Not everyone will understand why you are going through what you are. They may criticize or discourage you because they don't see the divine plan. Inviting unwanted energy. When you share your struggles with the wrong people, you may unintentionally open the door to negative energy, doubt, fear, or gossip that can weaken your faith or distract you from your path. Practical application. Seek God's comfort. In times of struggle, turn first to God. Pour out your heart to Him in prayer. Psalm 62:8 says, "Trust in Him at all times, O people. Pour out your heart before Him. God is a refuge for us. He is your ultimate refuge. Confide wisely. Choose wisely whom you share your struggles with. Seek out fellow believers or spiritual mentors who will offer you prayer and support rather than judgment or negativity. Embrace silence. Sometimes, the best thing you can do during divine struggles is remain silent. Let God do the talking and let His guidance strengthen you. 3. Your first victories and progress. Chosen ones, your first victories on the path of divine purpose are sacred markers of God's hand in your life. These early successes, whether they are breakthroughs in your spiritual walk, small wins, first earning, progress in your personal growth, or small blessings that others might overlook, are not just for celebration. They are for protection. Sharing them too soon, especially with those who may not understand or appreciate your journey, can invite envy, doubt, misunderstanding, or even spiritual attacks. Not everyone is ready to celebrate your success. In fact, some people may feel threatened or envious of the favor God has placed on your life. That's why it's essential to protect the seeds of your success until they have fully matured. Proverbs 21:23 gives us practical wisdom on this matter. Whoever guards his mouth and tongue keeps his soul from troubles. This applies to the chosen ones, especially when you're just starting to see progress in your journey. Whether it's your personal growth, overcoming an obstacle, or receiving a spiritual breakthrough, guard your victories closely, as they are part of the divine process that God has laid out for you. Take the example of Nehemiah, who was tasked with rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem. Despite the opposition he faced, Nehemiah didn't rush to announce every victory or every step of progress he made. He remained silent about his plans. Nehemiah 2:12 says, "I told no one what my God had put in my heart to do for Jerusalem." He knew that announcing his progress too early could bring unnecessary opposition, and only when the time was right did he share his plans. Why is it important to protect your first victories? Spiritual protection. By keeping your progress quiet, you shield your achievements from spiritual attacks or jealousy. Remember, the enemy is always looking for ways to derail those who are walking in divine purpose. Preserve momentum. Early victories are often the beginning of something much bigger. Revealing them too soon can take the focus off your mission, causing distractions and doubts from others that could slow your momentum. Ecclesiastes 3:7 reminds us that there is a time to be silent and a time to speak. Knowing when to speak about your victories is key to maintaining your spiritual journey. Similarly, look at Jesus, who performed many of his first miracles in a way that was hidden from public view. John 2:1-11 tells the story of Jesus' first miracle at the wedding in Cana, where he turned water into wine. Instead of making a grand public announcement of his divine power, he performed this miracle quietly. Only the servants and a few others knew what had happened. Jesus knew that his time for public recognition had not yet come. This restraint shows us that sometimes our early victories are meant to be witnessed by only a few, or even just ourselves, as we continue to walk in alignment with God's timing. 4. Your financial situation. As a chosen one, your financial journey is a reflection of your spiritual walk. At times you may experience abundance, and other times you may walk through seasons of lack. But no matter what stage you're in, your financial situation is something you must never reveal lightly. Finances are a sensitive aspect of life, and when shared carelessly, they can open the door to jealousy, manipulation, or unnecessary criticism. The Bible teaches us to be wise with our resources and to exercise discretion when it comes to wealth. In Proverbs 13:7, we're reminded that one person pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. Consider the story of King Hezekiah in Isaiah 39. After God miraculously healed him and blessed his reign, Hezekiah received visitors from Babylon. In a moment of pride and indiscretion, he showed them all the treasures of his kingdom. Isaiah 39:2 says, Hezekiah received the envoys gladly and showed them what was in his storehouses, the silver, the gold, the spices, the fine olive oil, his entire armory and everything found among his treasures. There was nothing in his palace or in all his kingdom that Hezekiah did not show them. This decision would later have serious consequences. Isaiah prophesied that because Hezekiah had revealed the treasures of his house to foreign nations, all that was in his house would be carried off to Babylon. This story is a powerful warning about the dangers of revealing your financial state to those who may not have your best interests at heart. What may seem like an innocent act of sharing or boasting could lead to envy, greed, or even spiritual attacks designed to take what God has blessed you with. Why is it important to protect your financial situation? Avoid manipulation. When people know too much about your finances, they may try to take advantage of your generosity, expecting handouts or favors, even if they don't align with God's plan for you. Not everyone is meant to know about the resources God has entrusted to you. Guard against jealousy. Money is a powerful tool, and it can easily become a source of envy. When you share your financial victories with the wrong people, it can stir up jealousy. Privacy invites divine favor. Discretion with your finances allows God to continue to work behind the scenes in your life. There are times when God wants to bless you in secret, and by keeping those financial blessings private, you allow Him to continue to multiply your resources without interference. Matthew 6:4 teaches, Your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Let your financial progress remain between you and God, so He can reward you openly when the time is right. Philippians 4:19 gives assurance, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus. Trust that God will provide for you, and remember that your financial situation is between you and Him. Think of Solomon, the wisest and wealthiest king of Israel. Solomon's financial blessings were extraordinary, but he didn't reveal his full wealth to everyone who visited his court. 1 Kings 10:24-25 tells us that the whole world sought audience with Solomon to hear the wisdom God had put in his heart. Year after year, everyone who came brought a gift: articles of silver and gold, robes, weapons and spices, and horses and mules. Solomon's wealth was known, but his financial wisdom was even more impressive. He understood the balance between wealth and wisdom, keeping God's provision central to his kingdom. Guard your finances. Be wise in sharing details about your financial blessings or struggles. Let your financial journey remain private, and reveal only what is necessary to those you trust deeply or to those God leads you to share with. Seek God for provision. Instead of discussing your financial situation with others, bring it before God in prayer. Trust that He knows your needs and will provide for you in ways beyond your imagination. 5. Your sacred connection with God and spiritual encounters. Your sacred connection with God is a profound bond that transcends the ordinary. It's a relationship built on trust, faith, and open communication. Spiritual encounters can manifest in various forms, from moments of deep prayer and meditation to unexpected signs and synchronicities in daily life. Embrace these encounters as divine whispers guiding you on your path. They remind you that you are never alone. God is always present, guiding you toward your purpose. As you nurture this connection, pay attention to your intuition and the subtle nudges from the universe. These are not mere coincidences, but powerful affirmations of your chosen status. Trust in this sacred bond and let it illuminate your journey, bringing you closer to your true self and divine destiny. Remember to protect these 5 things as a chosen one. These are 1. Your future plans, dreams, and vision. 2. Your divine struggles. 3. Your first victories and progress. 4. Your financial situation. 5. Your sacred connection with God and spiritual encounters. Thank you for joining me. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe for more spiritual wisdom. Comment, "I will never reveal these 5 things," to affirm your commitment. Stay blessed on your journey.